Hello.
What's up?
Hi. How is everyone? You doing okay?
Yeah.
I love what you're doing with your hair, by the way.
Thanks.
Oh no, not you.
Okay.
You've got a toucan right now, and I can't even see your hair. Anyway, it's finally time to start what I believe is the final one. Lunar Bifrost. I think this will be fun. Which one of us is Nye again? You're Nye, right?
I think so.
You're Nye.
I'm definitely not going to
Tenoji Nye.
Yeah, I'm definitely not going to narrate the entire thing in 9-year-old girl voice or
That's
whatever because
fine.
I will get a sore throat instantly.
That's fine.
So
Tenoji Nye, the science guy?
she can be if she wants.
I'm looking. Did you see that the O in Bifrost had an umlaut on it? It's metal.
Yeah. Oh, starting with text in the middle of the screen. Spicy. You okay?
What a terrible time to choke on my water.
I see.
Medic.
Heal with
All right.
power of friendship.
All right, I've been healed with the power of friendship. I was about to go in and take another drink of water to ease it, and I'm like, wait, what am I doing?
Yeah, I almost asked if you need water, and then I was like, wait, will that work?
I think categorically that's the one thing I don't need right now. All right, so you want me to narrate?
I can narrate. I was just waiting for you
I
to not
appreciate
be
that.
dying of coughing.
I appreciate that.
That summer 2 years ago, I couldn't get involved. Back then, I was still a child. I didn't realize what was happening to the people around me. I was the only one living a normal life back then. And by the time I realized that, nobody was left. My dad is gone. He died and left me alone.
Oh, shit.
I haven't seen the college guy, the high school girl, or anyone else from the second floor of Dad's building since that summer. Everyone close to me vanished, all at once.
So I wonder then, is this the world line then? Does Tenoji die in any of them?
Yeah, he totally does.
Is it the one where Okabe approaches him and says hey, I know exactly who you are?
I feel like yes, but I forget which one.
Yeah, I don't remember specifically.
Is that Moeka's
I'm feeling it might be
Park?
Moeka's route where that happens. Yeah, he kind of corners him. Because I remember vividly them having that conversation where he's able to get around them, and I think that might have been when he's trying to figure out what Moeka did.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, because he's got to reverse engineer what the fuck Moeka sent.
exactly.
The only thing I knew was that something had happened, but I didn't know what. I'm here again. It's like Dad's building has been frozen in time for the past 2 years.
So then this is 2012?
Yeah. The closed shutters haven't been opened once the entire time. I'm sure everything in the shop is covered in dust, which wouldn't be much of a change from the way things used to be. There might be spider webs everywhere now, though. I get shivers just imagining the spiders. I can handle cockroaches better than spiders, but hairy caterpillars are the worst. I don't really have anything to do here. I don't intend to go inside, and it's not like I'm waiting for someone. But I end up heading here after school about once a month.
So Nye would be what? 11 or 12?
Yeah,
11?
super young.
Yeah.
Way too young to be dealing with this shit.
Who
Not
is
that there's
taking care
any
of her?
age. Not that there's
Yeah.
any age where losing everyone close to you is a good age for it, but this is especially bad.
Oh, yeah.
I look around. The shops along the Akihabara main street, Chuodori, change all the time. But over here, I feel like nothing's changed since 2 years ago. There aren't many people. Most of the buildings are multi-tenant types. There, I notice and start staring. at the roof of the multi-tenant building diagonally across from here. There, I see a man wearing a black suit, smoking a cigarette and looking bored. I just call them agents. After Dad died, and after all the lab mems stopped showing up, they started appearing around this building. They're not always the same people. In fact, they seem like different people every time. At first, I didn't pay much attention to them. But every time I came here, I was sure to notice a person in a black suit somewhere within view. They might be watching Dad's building. Even though nobody goes in or out of it now. Those agents, they're waiting for someone. I wonder if they know. The reason why my dad suddenly took his own life. And the reason why the lab mems stopped coming here. I always think about asking them. But just imagining it makes my heart race and I get too scared. Once again, I leave that place as though I'm fleeing. That reminds me, that summer 2 years ago, a girl came to Dad's shop to work part-time and she said something strange. A time machine. A dream-like machine that lets one travel to the past or future. Miyoshi, my class's name for our middle school math teacher, says that it's totally impossible to build one. But if a machine like that really existed, I'd go back to that summer. Go back to that summer and what? Do I want to get involved? Do I just not want to be left alone? I don't know.
Looks like our guess was on the money. Okay, I know this isn't really the point, but I want to point out that Nai's bedroom here is just a reskin of the hotel room that Kursu stays in. I know.
Is she just living in a hotel now?
Oh, maybe that's it. Because, like, who's taking care of her?
I know, right? Does she still own that building? Is that her building now?
I imagine it's probably held in trust or something. Anyway. Oh, sorry. You weren't doing anything. I assume I needed to go forward.
I turn off my alarm clock and get out of bed. It's 7 a.m. I'm pretty good at getting up on my own. Even when Dad was around, I'd get up by myself, make breakfast by myself, and take out the trash. The neighbors would always say what a responsible child I was. I'm still a little sleepy, but I quickly take off my pajamas and put on my uniform. My middle school uses a pretty plain sailor-style uniform. It's not very cute. But I don't have very good fashion sense, so uniforms are actually helpful for me. I learned that after entering middle school. I wash my face in the bathroom, then go to the living room.
She's living in Ferris's apartment.
What? What?
Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and assume that this is just a convenient background reuse.
Is it though? This is so specifically Ferris's living room?
Yeah.
Wait. Tanoji and Ferris's dad had connections in those times when they were both alive. In those routes.
Maybe Ferris stepped in and took care of her?
Yeah, or was Ferris's dad dead yet in this world line?
I don't remember how far back. I think so, because Moeka was one of the... Because if I remember correctly, Ferris is one of the first ones to get corrected.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
We've got our answer.
Never mind. All right. Hey, Nai, good morning.
Oh, good morning. Having made his morning preparations, Uncle Yukitaka was drinking coffee and reading the newspaper. There's breakfast for 4 laid out on the table. Today it's ham, stir-fried bok choy, and tomato salad. I'll make you some toast tonight, Chan. Take a seat. Aunt Chikane, is that Ferris's mom?
Oh,
I don't remember Ferris's mom's name.
Neither do I. Do you want me to take that so you're not talking to yourself?
I don't know.
Hey, you can do it. You got this.
I hear Aunt Chikane's voice from the kitchen, where she's wearing an apron and working. I sit down and pour some milk into my cup. I just remembered this is the game where I voice everyone.
Yeah,
Because
that's why
you-
I was asking.
Yeah, could you be Chikane?
Sure.
It's been almost 2 years since the Akiha family took me in. After Dad passed away, I didn't have a single relative. I was worried about what I'd do, but Rumiho suggested this right away. Uncle Yukitaka knew about me because my dad was familiar with the people in the Akihabara shopping district.
Yep.
Not only are they letting me stay with them free of charge, but they're paying my tuition as well. They really are kind people. Where's Rumiho?
Probably still sleeping. Seems like she stayed up late again yesterday.
I hardly ever see her in the morning lately.
Well, the president of a venture company is always busy.
Rumiho started her own company when she graduated high school this spring. It's a small company with only 3 employees, but she's the president nonetheless.
Hold on, I can guess which 3 employees.
Who are the 3, do you think?
Probably Daru, Okabe, and Kurisu. That was my guess. Wait, because would Mayuri still be in school at this point? Mayuri and Luca were still in high school, right?
Yeah.
I think Okabe had either just graduated or, because in Zero, which takes place a little bit further down, like a couple months from here, Okabe is in university.
Mm-hmm.
So he's either just finishing high school or just, I don't know where the calendar
Wait,
falls.
isn't he in university now?
Is that it? I think you're
I think he and Daru are like just starting college, like
Yeah, that sounds
just
about right.
before Steins Gate or something.
That sounds about right. Anyway, yeah, so that would mean Mayuri is probably at university at this point, and we don't know what grade Luca's in. I assume.
Wait, but would Mayuri be? Because
high school is 3 years in Japan, right? The way
yeah, but
they
we
do it.
heard that Ferris just graduated. Was Mayuri the same age as Ferris, or was she younger? For some reason, I thought she was younger.
Oh, maybe. So Ferris was like a second year.
But I also don't know that for sure. This might be completely made up. Anyway,
Regardless.
doesn't actually matter in any way, shape, or form. Funny that. Is she doing okay?
Kuroki's looking after her, so there's no need to worry. She's very responsible, despite all appearances.
Okay. When I'm about halfway through my salad, Aunt Chikane brings me my toast.
So... Wait, so then this can't be right. If this is a world line where Akiba is not a... So Akiba is still a... it's an electronics town, not an otaku town. So if this is indeed an offshoot of the game, then that happened before he had a chance to correct Moeka's. So that means that's probably not related to why Tenoji shot himself, or at least not immediately. Because if this plays out the way the world line did before Ferris's dad was unlived, whatever, then CERN would have come in, shot up the place, and taken the machine.
Yeah, wait, whoa, what the fuck?
Yeah, so we're not in a Steins Gate world line. Mayuri is dead. Mayuri is dead.
Whoa! So what happened to everybody else then?
Yeah, so Mayuri is absolutely dead.
CERN is watching the building.
CERN is watching the building. Okay. What else?
Mayuri is dead unless Kurisu is dead.
Kurisu wouldn't have died at this point, though. Because remember, you're right, but Kurisu...
Right, she dies much earlier.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
if she
yeah.
was around, which she was,
Because
then...
if things played out, like if Akiba's still in Electric Town, which it would be if Ferris's dad is still alive, in one of the world lines between 0 and 1, right? I don't care what happens on the outside of those ones.
Mm-hmm.
But before they reach Steins Gate, if her father's still alive. That means that Mayuri is absolutely dead.
Yeah.
It has been for.
Fucked up.
Yep. Which also means that they're on their way towards. They're still on their way towards CERN dystopia.
Yeah.
And would Suzuha still be in the picture at this point? Suzuha would have tried to go back, right?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Whether or not that worked, we don't know, but she would have tried to go back.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, so that leaves... And Moeka obviously is not showing her face around them anymore. So that leaves the core cast of Rumiho, of Luca, Okabe, Daru, and Kurusu, unless she has a reason to come back to Japan, went back to the States probably.
Mm-hmm. So is the arc here going to be about Nai figuring out how Okabe
Is the reason
her dad died, and then finding a way to time travel back with the remnants left in the lab?
Yeah.
To get vengeance?
Maybe. It's interesting that they didn't it doesn't seem like they removed it from the lab. Because we do know that she does successfully time leap
Mm-hmm.
in order to come back and deal with Okabe. But if CERN got in there and dismantled the machine at any point, that would remove the capacity for her to do so, unless she does so through technology we don't have a way to...
Sure seems like CERN wants to use the building as bait to catch somebody if they are constantly keeping it under watch, but also leaving it basically unchanged from how it was before.
Yeah, like they're hoping someone will...
Yeah, like they want Okabe and are like, yeah, we'll leave his time machine there as bait.
Actually, come to think of it, it does have to be there for a very long time, doesn't it? Given one of the things that happens in Zero, we know that there has to be a time leap machine. Well, I mean, you could extrapolate this from Nai's ending in Steins Gate anyway, so it's not really that big a deal. But there has to be an active time leap machine at every point between now and the far future. There has to be some way, because otherwise Nai wouldn't be able to make her way back, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So... Well, that was a whole lot of chatting. This is our life now.
Yep.
Did you read the line about toast?
Yeah. After spreading my favorite strawberry jam on it, I take a bite.
More importantly, Nai, how's your studying going? Your tests are coming up soon, aren't they?
Yeah, but I'm really prepared. You may not know it by looking at me. I'm pretty smart. I was in the top 10 of my grade for the spring exams.
Are you still doing more in practice?
Nope, we're taking a break since our tests are so close. I'm a member of the badminton team. I'm just okay, which is unfortunate. Why did I choose badminton? It sounded bad. I just sort of felt like it.
I think she needs to start playing OK Minton. Wait, hold on. Can we look at her phone?
Hey, it's got her bunny.
It's got her bunny on it. That's so cool.
That's so cool for her anyway, factory reset.
Anyway, I really hope that what does it say for that one? Or where is it? Rabikuro. Oh, that's cute.
Rabikuro.
Anyway, that's really cool. Oh no, my finger slipped.
No.
Oh, why did I hold down those two buttons for 5 seconds?
Factory reset.
Let's look at our mail. No mail. Oh, actually, you know what? This will be revealing. No, it won't let me. Okay.
I guess it won't be revealing.
I guess it won't
I love that there's the web browser button that has never been used.
Yeah, that never.
It's just there.
It does let you look at their address books on some phones, which
Yeah.
does give you a little bit of information. But
what if you could just, like, browse Google?
It just has integration for that and lets you...
It just has a built-in web browser.
Or even better, it has like the Wayback Machine, so you see the versions closest to like the... Well, that was silly. Let's keep it silly.
Yeah. I always have morning practice, so I wake up 30 minutes early. So today I actually slept in.
You don't have to rush now, dear.
Oops. I had gobbled down my toast through force of happiness. And I was just talking about not having morning practice. When I laugh, Uncle Yukitaka and Aunt Chikane smile gently. I'm doing so well because of the Akiha family.
Yeah, don't worry about your uncle's connections to the mob. That's fine.
I'll be off.
Splat.
In the end, I leave the house without seeing Rumiho. My school is near Naka-Okachimachi Station. It's about a 30-minute walk. I could ride a bike to school, but I choose to walk instead. In part because I don't want the Akiha family to have to buy me a bicycle. Oh, honey. They could buy you 5 million bicycles. It would not make a dent.
I know where she's coming from, too, because I know that exact mindset. And it's like, oh, honey.
Besides that, I like walking.
Okay, well, if you like walking, that's fine. Do that.
As I walk, I think of how things were 2 years ago. Back when I was in elementary school, I'd walk along this road to go to visit Dad's building. At the time, my dad and I actually lived in Okachimachi. Now that I think about it, I wonder what happened to that house. It was pretty worn down and seemed like it could collapse at any moment. It was put up for sale, but I doubt anyone would want to live there. It's too early to be this gloomy. And I felt so cheerful when I left home. When I'm alone, my thoughts have a bad habit of drifting into the past. I'm almost at the place where I meet up with my classmate, Mako-chan. We're both on the badminton team, and she's probably my closest friend at school. That's why we always walk together in the morning. I slap my cheeks with my hands. I'm okay. There are people who greet me every morning. I'm doing well in both studies and sports. I have friends at school. If I continue living like this, I'm sure I'll end up happy. I'm sure I'll forget that summer someday. Someday.
Oh, we got a mail. Oh, okay, we got a mail from Mako-chan. Already home? Hey, Nai-chan, did you go home already? I thought we could go together. Pee. Great news, Nya. I got preview tickets for the next month's Rain at Kakaru movie, Nya. You interested, Nai?
Movie? So it's for the anime, not Access Battlers? When's the next Access Battler National Tournament starting? I want to watch you in the championship again.
See, Rumio would have had a future in doing, like, Magic the Gathering podcasting. Or the equivalent for Rhinette Access Battler.
Being that one guy who like MCs all the tournaments and is like in all the YouTube videos when you look for the tournament highlights.
Yeah.
What's that guy's name? I don't remember his name.
I don't know. I know who you're talking about, but I don't know their name. But also she like shows up and is able to.
Oh yeah. that's how you get the cred.
Yep. The other one is.
I'll go. I want to go. Let's go together.
Let's do that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Will let us see our address book yet? Nope.
With tests approaching, there are no club activities this week. I could go home as soon as school ends, but since the only thing to do is study, I want to take a little detour. So I decide to go to my secret place for the first time in a while. First, I draw a strawberry juice at the juice stand in front of Yodobashi and drink it on the spot. You could say it's like a ritual. If I drink strawberry juice here, the day always goes well. My allowance is limited, so I can only do it about once a week. Then I go down Showa Street, heading to an arcade.
You thought we were making you thought all those jokes about Nai being into fighting games were made up? That's absolutely canon.
100% canon.
I'm not kidding you. That is absolutely canonical.
It's not pretty or clean like any of the places along Chuodori, but I like this old rundown arcade. It's dimly lit, kind of stuffy, and the customers are mostly adult men. There isn't a single crane game or anything else that couples would find cute. But I like that it's dark. Nobody notices a middle school girl like me playing games here. My secret pleasure is coming here once a week and playing one game. I want to come here more often, but with practice and stuff, I can barely even do that. I always play fighting games.
Again, I'm telling you, it's canon. This is part of her character.
Yep. That's a game where you select a character to control, then have a one-on-one battle. You usually fight against the computer, but other people can challenge you too. You can keep playing as long as you don't lose. That's pretty nice for me, given how limited my allowance is. And how limited my losses are. All the good fighting game players gather at the big arcades along the Chuodori. I sometimes go to those, but this is my home field, and I don't plan on changing that. Now then, which one should I play today?
Oh, this is going to be like, what fighting games are popular in the... Well, I guess there we go.
Maybe I'll go with the usual Golden Wolf Fighter 4.
What's the tip say about Golden Wolf Fighter 4?
I want to know what fourth entry in the 2D fighting game series. Golden Wolf Fighter 4. I don't know what that's meant to be a reference to. Okay.
Golden Wolf Fighter. I'm gonna be the first to admit, my knowledge of fighting games is very like surface level. I've played like a little bit with some friends and stuff, but like I'm not super great. If I had to guess, I think that might be Street Fighter 4.
Yeah?
Because 6 is only coming out now, and 5 was the one that was, for most of the last decade, 5 was the one people were playing. So I think that might be a reference to Street Fighter 4.
Okay. Oh, but there's a new Blaze Black game out now, too.
Okay, that's Blaze Blue. That one's easy to figure out.
Really? I didn't get it. I'll play this today.
Guilty Gear? No, she's playing Blaze Blue. Okay, I know nothing about Blaze Blue.
I insert 100 yen and start the game. After playing with a new character for a while, someone challenges me. In a fighting game, your opponent is on the opposite machine, so you can't see their face. I like this about fighting games. The only measure of your opponent is their strength. Here, I'm not just a child. They're pretty tough. I get focused when I fight strong opponents. I really like this feeling.
Pans over, and it's a 7-year-old Kaito Yashio.
I lost the first round. How frustrating. And I drank my strawberry juice today too. It's probably because I'm using a new character. It'll take some time before I learn their quirks and tricks. There's a little downtime between rounds. I stretch out to relieve some of my tension. When two men on the edge of my vision catch my eye, why did I notice them? They're sitting on chairs in front of arcade cabinets, talking and not playing games. This isn't a McD's. If you sit there, people can't play games. On top of that, the fat one is holding a fast food burger and a drink. How annoying. I'm not a very pushy person. So even if I wanted to play a game, if some bad-mannered people were sitting in the seats like that, I probably wouldn't be able to say anything. I'd just give up and leave. You're adults, try to act like it. I say, only in my head. Round 2 begins. This is bad. If I don't focus, I'll lose again. The fat one of the pair finishes eating his hamburger and stands up. Why am I more curious about them than the game? I don't know. Usually I don't care in the slightest about other customers.
Anyway, let me know when you have a idea about funding, alright?
I accidentally hit the stick. That results in a short, unsafe jump. So naturally I'm knocked down by an anti-air attack, which leads into a combo. I panic for a moment. I try to calm my nerves, but in my confusion, I mistime my sweep and get rushed down. I'm not quite KO'd yet, but I give up on turning this around. I raise my eyes from the screen and look for the fat man. I notice a large frame leaving through the door. I need to follow him. It was an intuition. It's bad manners to stand up in the middle of a battle, but I'll lose sight of him at this rate. So I'm sorry, I could just make out his heavy voice over the noise of the games. I recognized that voice. Unless it's just my imagination. It sounded like a voice I often heard during that summer 2 years ago.
Oh, my bad.
Where is he? I had already lost sight of the fat man. I know I saw him walking toward the station, though. I look around. He's really big, so I should be able to spot him fairly easily. Ah, found you. He was pretty far away. Wait. I start calling out to him, but it would be embarrassing to shout around so many people, so I decide to just wave my hand vigorously. However, no matter how much I wave at the fat man's back, he's not going to notice. I need to run after him. I hurry under the railway and finally catch up in front of UPX, lowercase p. The fat man still hasn't noticed me, and he's just strolling along. I gather up my courage and say something.
He's got a new shirt and everything. Not quite his look from Dash, but he's looking good.
The fat man turns to face me. Our eyes meet. I knew it. I recognized that face. There's no mistake. He was a college student who frequented the second floor of Dad's building 2 years ago. His name was... Doc? Was that it? I'm not sure.
Wow, rude.
Wow, rude.
Shit.
The moment he...
I was like, are they just like subtly keeping an eye on her to make sure that she's okay without trying to like interfere and get involved? Okay, yeah.
The moment he recognizes me, Duck-san runs away at full speed. His massive body rocks back and forth as he waddles into the distance. Huh? I'm shocked that he bolted like that. I didn't think he'd try to run away. Wait, Duck! I don't have time to be concerned with people around me now, so I shout to him. But Duck wouldn't stop. I rush after him. I'd never normally do something like this.
Yep, and see, look at all the signs in the background there.
Yep.
All stuff for like Panasonic.
To think Duck would run to the main street.
Somv instead of Sony.
Shard.
Shard is my favorite.
Please, wait, you don't remember me? Pedestrians on the sidewalk stare at me, wondering what's going on as I chase after the fleeing Duck. Fortunately, Duck isn't a very fast runner. He's gasping for breath, bumping into basically everyone he passes by. I'll catch him easily at this rate. Seemingly out of stamina, Duck finally comes to a complete halt. I love the smiley face with 2 legs right under the bridge.
It's very good. I like it.
He slumps over and puts his hands on his knees, gasping for breath. Upon catching up to him, I notice everyone looking at us. We are in the middle of Akihabara. I'm a middle school girl chasing after a panting, fat adult. I wonder what everyone around us thinks about this situation. Couldn't he have stopped somewhere with fewer people? That kind of annoys me, but I can't just stand here saying nothing forever. Duck, why did you run?
Huh? Who are you? And oh shit, here they come. They're gonna catch me.
Taking a closer look, Duck's gaze isn't on me. It's directed behind me. I turn around to look. Ah, the agents. It's summertime, yet 3 men in hot-looking black suits are wedging their way through the crowd toward us. I have no idea if they work with the ones I always see around Dad's building. But... Are you being chased?
I can't run anymore.
Duck is covered in sweat, looking like he could collapse to the ground at any moment. The agents are getting really close now. This feels like it came straight out of a manga. This way. I move without thinking. I grab Duck's hand and pull him into the nearby parts shop. We weave through the narrow aisles and climb to the second floor. A store employee who knew Duck recognized him and let us take shelter there for a while.
Yeah, that's a bro. If you should get like a points card at certain businesses, and if you shop there often enough, they'll be your alibi.
Buy 2, get 1 alibi free.
Yeah.
After hiding for about 10 minutes, we try heading back to the first floor. I look down the narrow aisles, checking to make sure there were no agents.
Are they gone?
Looks like it.
That was close. I'm relieved, but man, I could use a drink.
Upon saying this, Duck starts walking off on his own. Wait! He's leaving. He's going to disappear. I feel like if we separate here, I'll never see him again. Someone, please give me courage. Wait, please, Duck. I make up my mind to stop him.
Duck is a good name for Daru.
I've been meaning to ask, who's Duck? Do you mean me? Nobody's ever called me that before. And who are you? A middle school girl hitting on me? This is definitely some sort of trap. Or wait, don't tell me. I bet you're trying to sell me some art or a vase or something.
I glare sharply at Duck. I'm a Tennoji. Tennoji Nai.
Oh, Nai-chan, she.
It seems like he finally remembered. Duck rapidly blinks his fleshy eyes.
Here, this is for helping me.
Without even asking, Duck buys a drink from the vending machine and hands it to me. It's a 0-calorie cola, but I don't even like soda. He could have asked me what I wanted before buying it.
Understood, madam. Then we'll have a movie date on that day, yeah? I'm looking forward to it. Whoa.
That's a good cat face. Yay! It's been a while since we went out together. I'm excited too.
Living for the big sister Rumiho energy.
Now I'm trying to think. I was like, is she the best? Would she be the best to be the big sister on cast? And then I'm thinking through everybody, and I'm like, everybody except for Kurisu would probably be great at that.
At the older sibling role?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kurisu would probably suck at it.
Yeah? And these are your first cat ears, yeah?
Wait, no, wrong universe. Wrong world line.
Thank you, Duck.
Enough with the duck. Call me Itaru Oni-chan, that or Daru the super hacker.
See? There's his epithet. Daru the super hacker, DASH.
As he says that, Duck buys another 0-calorie cola.
Gulp, gulp. There's no better drink than cola after an intense workout. Some people drink water, SMDH.
What's
You
the D
drink
mean?
water? But man, to think I'd be saved by a middle school girl after 2 years away from Akiba. And that girl's a grown-up Nai-chan, she. This would be a major flag in an eroge. I legit feel like this is fate. Our days of love and adventure start here, guaranteed to be a box office hit.
Isn't he dating Amane at this time.
Is he in this world line?
Well, Suzuha came back. He has to be.
Yeah, I guess, somehow. World
Yeah.
lines are complicated.
Because he's gonna have a child and like when we see him like within the decade he has a child. So and he knows who Amane. I like Amane is in his orbit already. Huh. Well, whatever. I'm sure it's fine.
Oh, actually, you don't have to call me Itaru Oni-chan. Itaru-san's just fine. Nai-chan, your eyes are scary right now. Of course, I'm kinda into cold gazes from middle school girls, but this is freaking me out.
Now I remember. I was thinking about it the whole time. This guy's name. His nickname is Daru. The lab mems called him that. His family name is Hashida. That's what my dad called him. Seeing how he just asked me to call him Itaru Oni-chan, his full name must be Itaru Hashida. Oh, that's a relief.
Don't you want your cola? It's 0 calories, so you can drink it even if you're on a diet.
Uncle Daru, could you tell me something?
Tell you what?
What happened that summer 2 years ago? When I spotted Daru, in the arcade and had to chase him down, I didn't even think of asking him that. But now that I'm calmed down, I see that his appearance and speech haven't really changed since 2 years ago. It's as though time suddenly rewound to that summer. I couldn't help but ask. Why did everyone suddenly disappear? Are the lab mems not meeting up anymore? Daru's carefree expression suddenly changes. He seems sad somehow.
Nope, not anymore.
Huh?
The Future Gadget Laboratory broke up in midair, so to speak. We're all scattered around.
Oh, I guess I was wrong.
By the way, I was in Switzerland for the past year. I'm a super hacker who travels around the world now.
Oh, no.
Did you know they don't have extradition treaties with the United States of America?
But isn't Switzerland where CERN is?
Oh, probably, yeah. Oh, no.
Is this the world line where they
Oh, no.
They probably had to start working for... They probably got captured and have to start working for CERN. I'm trying to think of what happens, because...
But then why are black-suited folks chasing him?
That's a good question.
Because that would make them not CERN-affiliated.
Yep.
So
well, we also know that, I mean, like, there's a war that breaks out. There's another faction.
Oh, yeah.
If they're not CERN, if it's not CERN that's chasing him,
It's the United States government.
then it's probably the U.S.
So I was right when I said,
Because-
did you know Switzerland doesn't have an extradition treaty?
That's it. That's if indeed Daru, because if that was the case, that means Daru, Kurisu, and Okabe would all have been captured by CERN and forced to work for them, essentially.
And now
fact
the
that he's-
CIA wants to send him to a secret jail forever.
The fact that he's out here right now either means that he's fully integrated with them and they trust him enough to send him out on his own, or that didn't happen and he's still resisting them and the people chasing him are the Rounders.
Mm-hmm.
One of those two things.
Switzerland, was it a vacation?
Well, basically, I was with Okarin and Makiseishi.
Again.
That's CERN. Yeah, it's got to be CERN.
A cause for concern, if you
Yeah.
will.
Uncle Okarin and Kurisu? Only the three of you.
Yep.
Only three of them.
Okay, so like, all right.
Hearing his answer gives me a tight feeling deep in my chest. It's painful. He didn't mention her name. Mayuri. She was the one I liked most out of all the lab mems. She would always hug me with a kind smile on her face, like a mother. She spent all her time with Uncle Okarin. How do you think she died this time around? But they didn't go to Switzerland together.
I have no idea.
I feel like with enough world lines, eventually the deaths have to start getting really ridiculous.
Yeah, because it's a point of convergence.
Yeah.
So, like, the world will bend itself to make it happen.
I think I already vaguely knew. Mayuri had passed away. And it happened at Dad's building. Back then, I was so upset over my dad's death that I had no idea what had happened to Mayuri. There was no way I could have attended her funeral like that. But talking to Rumiho and Luca at the Yanabayashi shrine, I somehow knew. Mayuri isn't around anymore. Daru's story just now only confirms it.
Did they really not invite her to the funeral?
I don't know. But also, like, maybe they did and she was too little and too distraught over the death of her entire family.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, if I was like 9 and that happens, I would probably not be on top of stuff.
Yeah.
Why did you go overseas?
We were taken captive.
Oh, he's just saying it. Okay.
Huh? Captive?
Again, we have to stop this habit of ours of just sitting here and like working stuff out like 30 seconds before the characters say
I don't know. I think it's endearing. I think it shows that we're still on our game.
True.
We were captured by some bad people and locked away for about 1.5 years. Okarin and I barely escaped with our lives and managed to make our way back to Japan.
I see.
That's why the lab is bait. They escaped CERN, and now CERN thinks they're going to come back to the lab to use the time machine.
Right. So they're leaving it there as gotcha. And Makise is still there and
Still
will
at CERN.
develop their time machine,
Yep.
which will... Yep.
So this is the start of the resistance.
Yes.
This is the start of the resistance.
Yes, that's what this is. Okay. Which means he's still going to meet Amane at some point.
Yeah. I see. Wait, is that supposed to be a joke? Daru's expression hasn't changed at all. Is this real or a lie? I don't know. It's a real pain. If only I could use Rumiho's Cheshire whatever right now. Cheshire whatever. No matter how much I grow, I'm still a child. I can't even tell if an adult is telling the truth or not. Joke's on you. You might never develop that ability.
Yeah.
It's really inconvenient. It's frustrating. So I got a little mad. Do you know why my dad died?
Why would her dad have died? Because they didn't threaten. Because it's not like in this world line they wouldn't have gone to threaten him. Because they didn't. They don't do that until they're trying to undo Moeka's email. So yeah, that does leave because by all accounts the operation was a success. So why would he have died? That is the one thing I can't figure out.
What?
Daru got startled just now. Even I could see that. Do you know something? Please tell me. I look him straight in the eyes and ask.
That's, even I don't really know the details. Besides, hasn't it been 2 years? It doesn't feel right to dredge up old memories after all this
Daru,
time.
it's her father.
That line again. Rumiho was the same. No matter who I ask, nobody will tell me. Is it because I'm a kid? Because I wasn't involved in what happened 2 years ago?
My bad. But I don't think you should get any more involved with us, Nai-chan. Later.
Daru throws his empty cola can into the trash and walks off alone. Naturally, I follow him. Are you back in Akihabara for good?
Nah, I'll probably be gone by next week.
Next week? Sounds like they don't intend to stay here like they did 2 years ago. Why did you return to Akihabara now after all this time?
I had some business to take care of.
What about Okarin?
He didn't come.
Where are you going?
The lab?
The lab. A place that the lab mems called home. There's no question. Are you going to the building?
It would really help if you kept this a secret from everyone else.
It's locked, you know.
Do you have a key, Nai-chan-shi?
I do, but...
Oh, hey! So Luca's still in contact. Oh, that's nice.
Hey.
I wonder if she's still working on her Seishin Zanma sword style.
Hi, Nai-chan. You said you wanted to make cookies yourself last time we met, right? Let's find some time when summer break starts to make them together. You'd be a big help if you could ask Rumiho-chan what date works for her. Home-baked cookies. The cookies you baked before were super good. I want to be as good at baking and making sweets as you are. Summer break. My summer break starts on the 21st. I'll ask Rumiho about her plans.
What should we do? Should we be the one that's like, yeah, let's make plans?
Sure.
All right. That's so nice that Luca's still in their orbit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seriously?
It seems Daru asked that question as a joke. He's surprised by my answer. Ever since my dad died, I'm the owner. In name only, though. Daru turns to face me.
By the way, is that 42-inch CRT TV still there?
42-inch. That was the biggest CRT at the store. It's probably still there. I haven't taken anything out ever since Dad died.
Okay, so they haven't found a way to make a different lifter yet, then. If they still need that.
Has CERN locked down the global supply of large
Or
CRTs?
something like that.
Because they now know
Because-
what the lifter is, but I guess they can't get their hands on another one?
Maybe? I would find it hard to believe they couldn't find, or even just create one.
Yeah.
Right. I'm guessing it's because Daru thinks but the other thing that they can't get is, remember, the building, because it was used as a base of operations for one of the leaders of the Rounders, had a direct line, essentially, to CERN.
Yeah.
Which is why it was so easy for them to get access to their thing to generate black holes to go back in time.
Yep.
So they can't just put a phone on a microwave wherever they want to, even if they have the TV.
I couldn't bear to get rid of the TVs in the store without Dad's approval.
Aw, hell yeah.
Daru comes to some sort of agreement with himself and nods.
Nai-chan-shi, could you lend me the key to the store for a while? Is that a no?
What are you planning to do there?
That's kinda...
You want to borrow the key without telling me anything? That's a little much, don't you think? I gather my courage and express my concerns to his face.
But Okarin said not to tell anyone. Can you keep a secret? Are you tight-lipped?
You can trust me. I won't mention that Suzuha once told me I have a bad habit of carelessly spilling secrets. But that was 2 years ago. I'm a middle schooler now. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Don't tell this to anyone, seriously. The truth is, I'm sending a message to the past.
Please don't joke around. I'm being serious here.
This is legit.
If you want to make me believe you, don't tell me you're sending messages to the... As I'm saying this, I remember. 2 years ago,
You can tell it's because the bike is still there.
I went to Dad's store to play. I could hear Ocarina and the others' voices coming out of the second-story window. I know I clearly heard the words. Time machine.
Exactly. That's right. 2 years ago, we invented one.
For some reason, I feel like he isn't lying. After all, if that was true, the reason why Mayuri died, why the lab members disappeared, why Daru and others were captured and taken abroad, that explains it all. Are you really sending a message to the past?
We call them D-mails. They have to be sent from the lab.
Is that where your time machine is hidden?
Was. The Rounders have probably recovered it already, so we'd need to make a new one.
What are Rounders?
Either way, I have to go to the lab. If not, there will be a lot of inconveniences in the future. So, there you have it. Please lend it to me, please.
He bows his head. His voice is loud. People around us are looking again. On top of that,
You there?
Ugh.
a police officer who was passing by took notice of us. To be fair, it does look really suspicious when Daru and I are talking to each other.
Are you okay?
The police officer asks, ignoring Daru to look me in the eye.
Wait, I'm not suspicious or anything. I'm not doing anything bad. I might be a lolicon when it comes to 2D girls, but I'd never take that into the 3D world and,
Uncle Daru, you're digging your own grave.
What sort of relationship do the two of you have?
Oh, well, we,
Daru looks my way, begging for help. I breathe a small sigh. We're cousins.
What?
We're cousins.
We just called him Uncle.
I just call him that.
That's right. We're cousins. And don't you think it makes me sound old to call me uncle when I'm only 21? Seriously.
I see. Sorry to bother you.
The police officer was still tilting his head a little in doubt, but leaves. Daru lets out a big sigh.
Oh, that was close. Too close. Yuki-tan would murder me if I got arrested for something like that.
So he is seeing Yuki. Okay.
Yeah, and Yuki and he are still an inseparable pair, even though he's on the run from fucking CERN and has been kidnapped and shit.
Yep.
She's just
low-key. Yuki deserves more credit than she gets for being immediately on board with the fugitive life.
Yeah, she's just rolling with it. I'd never heard the name Yuki-tan before, but I didn't even think to ask about her. We had more important things to do. Looks like I've saved you twice today, Uncle Daru.
Well, that's true, kind of.
Not kind of, I did save you. I couldn't get involved 2 years ago. And because of that, I know nothing. So, in exchange, this might be my only chance to jump in. Let me send a D-mail too.
Wait, hold.
For just a moment, I wondered what I could do. What kind of message do I want to send, and who do I want to send it to? The answer was immediate.
Hey pal, I got my nut shirt on. My nutting television.
I want to ask Dad, why did you leave me all alone 2 years ago? But more than that, I wanted to get involved. To jump into what I couldn't get involved in 2 years ago. Uncle Daru thought it over for about 30 minutes before finally accepting my request. I'm going to send a D-mail to the past. According to Daru, the results can be unpredictable. It could go well, causing a big change that affects everything from the past to the future. but it could also change nothing at all. Also, even if we changed the past, Daru and I wouldn't be able to sense the change, even though we sent the message. Apparently only one person can perceive the changes to the world, and that's Uncle Okarin. I thought to myself, what's the point if you don't know you made a change? But I worried any complaints might make Uncle Daru change his mind, so I keep quiet.
Are there seriously security guards here?
If you poke your head out too much, they'll see you. Daru and I are near my dad's building. We peek at it from a covered spot. It's only early evening, but there's barely anyone on the street. As far as I can tell, there's been no change to the building.
How much free time do they have?
They were chasing you earlier. They might have come here after losing sight of you. Ah! I quickly grabbed Daru's hand to pull him back into cover. I saw them.
Where?
In the multi-tenant building, diagonally across from Dad's building. The third floor should be empty, but I see shadows in the window once in a while. I saw them there now, not just one, 3 of them. Agents.
Let's see.
Daru peeks out to check, looking where I told him to. He immediately pulls back.
Shit, they're really there.
And I've saved you yet again. If you went to the building alone, you'd be captured by those agents already.
Nai-chan-shi, do you have a crush on me? I feel like a middle schooler wouldn't save me 3 times if she didn't.
Why does he always say such weird stuff? Does he ever take things seriously? Though I guess Uncle Okarin was the same way.
Gigatune Game PC. Sorry, I just saw that one. Oh, my favorite video card over there, G4. Oh wait, look at that, 2 terabyte solid state drive, box.
Whoa.
I want the one that just says box.
Could there be another way in, like jumping over from the building next door? Similar multi-tenant buildings stand to either side of Dad's building. There's so little space between them that people couldn't even walk through it.
Now that you mention it, when I opened the lab's bathroom window, I could see the building behind us. Is that behind or in front? It's the building on Shoheibashi Street, about 2 doors down from the ramen shop.
We might be able to sneak in from there. Once we're inside, we'll be fine. As long as we don't turn on lights or make loud noises, nobody outside would be able to tell that we were in there. I feel nervous, like I've become a spy.
Well, I mean, do you think they just left the microwave oven in there too? Because again, like, assuming the CRT is still in place, he is almost assuredly correct that they've exfiltrated anything that they used created originally. So, is he bringing in his own microwave or?
But I also feel excited at the same time. Or I did, but... There goes that idea. In front of my eyes is the butt of a very fat man. It's hard to look at his plump legs kicking and struggling and not think of a pig. Wow, mean.
Wow, mean.
The gap from the hall of the rear building to the lab window was only about 20 centimeters. By sheer luck, the lab bathroom window wasn't locked either. Daru immediately tried to squeeze from one window to the other, but... You're too fat, Uncle Daru. His big belly and butt are stuck in the small window frame.
I'm not asking for lifestyle opinions right now. Help me out, Nai-chan-shi.
You say that, but what am I supposed to do? I don't want to touch him, but at this rate the agents will find us. I guess I have no choice. Okay, I'll push you.
Oh, Nai, why do you get the worst CGs?
I push on his large butt with both hands. It feels like my hands are sinking into his fat.
Well, rude.
It gives me chills.
Why does this make fun of Daru hours?
My arms are covered in goosebumps.
Not that he doesn't deserve it, but not for this. Come on.
Oof.
Daru. See, this okay. That again. It's not like Daru doesn't deserve it, but not for that.
No matter how much I push, he won't budge. I think about just giving up and leaving him here. But if I did that, I wouldn't learn anything. And that's the last thing I want. Come on. I need to give this my all. This time I try pushing not just with my hands, but with my shoulder too. I ignore Daru's words, as I always should, and push with my whole body, with
Yuki.
all my strength.
Yuki, I'm not saying Daru doesn't deserve love, but what do you see in this man?
Yuki's like, I need to keep this guy away from society.
What if Yuki's exactly as bad as he is? Oh no.
Oh no.
Wait. Oh, hold on a second. Wait, I'm caught on. Oh. Ah.
It took a lot of effort, but I finally managed to shove Daru through the window and sneak into the lab.
I don't even want to think about getting back out.
Do you see the blood still there?
Yeah.
No one cleaned up the blood. Oh no. Oh no.
I wanted to see Mayushi.
Oh no. Boo. Sit down.
Being careful not to get near the windows facing the street, I look around the room. Unsurprisingly, everything is covered by 2 years' worth of dust and some blood.
Would it be covered by dust? Because dust is like mostly human stuff, right? Doesn't dust generally accrue from like areas that have people in them?
Things get dusty. It's got like ventilation and shit.
Alright,
It's not
alright.
airtight. I think it'd get dusty. An Upa stuffed toy. Lots of junk I don't recognize. Complicated explanations and equations written on a whiteboard. This place hasn't changed at all. 2 years ago, during that wild summer, I came to visit this room several times. This place was always filled with voices. So many that it was kind of annoying, to be honest.
Assistant, prepare the experiment.
How many times do I have to tell you I'm not your assistant? Thru, does anyone want some juicy chicken? Voices. Sometimes I could still hear her voice. Thru.
Oh, yeah.
The voices of the lab members back then, but the moment I notice a reddish-black stain on the floor, my feeling of nostalgia is blown away. I know what this stain is, so I avert my eyes.
I hoped everything would still be here, but I guess I underestimated them.
Daru softly walks further into the room.
Looks like they took the PC I used, the phone wave, and most everything else important.
So you can't build a new time machine?
Depends on if the 42-inch TV is here.
42-inch TV. Uncle Daru seems really fixated on that. It sounds like the big 42-inch brown tube TV from Dad's shop is absolutely necessary for the time machine. Maybe that has to be turned on for it to work properly.
This hole might be usable.
Uncle Daru crouches down on the spot.
Ooh, the CG of the table put up away there and everything cleared off. This is a new version of this room.
Wow. The floor was broken up in that place and there's an open hole. When did that hole open up?
During an experiment, it wasn't on purpose, we just made a little mistake.
Did you tell Dad about it?
Hell no, if we told him that we broke a hole in the floor, he'd have kicked us out on the spot.
Sheesh. He's looking inside the hole. So you were spying on Dad from there?
Nope. You could pass through this hole to get down to the store, right?
I see. With the agents around, we can't enter the shop from outside. So how would he not notice a hole directly in the ceiling of the shop?
Yeah, that's strange credulity. I knew they broke the floor, but I didn't think it went immediately down from there to like... Maybe it's like they broke this part of the floor, and then there's like a gap between like the ceiling tiles and the room in the floor below.
Oh, okay. Yeah. If there's ceiling tiles or something in the way, that
because like
would make sense.
it's not just like a solid thing, probably.
I demand perfect realism in my time travel
I think
game.
that's perfectly realistic. I think that's perfectly realistic.
To turn it on, you'd have to flip the electrical switchboard in the back of the store to on, then push the power switch on the 42-inch TV.
This is good. With a little finesse, you could slip through.
Daru stands up and brushes the dust from his hands. His clothes are covered in dust, too, but he doesn't seem to care.
I figured it wouldn't work if there were steel frames or pipes going through, but it doesn't look like we have to worry about that. This is insanely lucky. You don't have to be Ocarine to say that this is the choice of whatever gate and laugh like a maniac.
Daru tiredly sits down on the sofa and dust flies everywhere. It almost makes me cough, so I rush to cover my mouth. The agents are outside. We can't make any noise.
Even if you get through, I gotta build the phone wave again from scratch, so there's some heavy work ahead.
Can you really do that?
I know what I have to do, at least. Even if it all goes well, there's no guarantee that the email will be sent, so it's still a gamble.
I see.
Right, because this all relies on the fact that they haven't shut down the connection to CERN, which I imagine would be the first thing they did.
Does it? Because they originally sent emails before hacking into CERN and all that. Right? They hacked into CERN before the time leap stuff, didn't they?
You're right. I don't think they needed the black holes to do the time leap, not the D-mails. You're right. You're absolutely right.
They still needed the mini black hole thingy for D-mail, but the combination of the lifter and the other terms I forget were enough for the messages. But
but then they would still need the...
No. There was the character limit, right? They could only send so much characters.
Got it.
And what they were hacked into CERN to do, what they needed to compress the data.
Got it. Okay.
So they squished the data with gravity, and that's how you compress.
Yes.
That's how compression works.
I'm fine with that. That's fine. I can accept that.
But I've already jumped into this. Uncle Daru probably doesn't intend to give up here either. He went through a lot to get to this lab. Let me know if I can help with anything. I'll do whatever I can. This won't be like 2 years ago. I'm not just going to wait at home again. I'm back.
So what? She's gonna run Daru a microwave oven? He's not getting back out of there. He's in there until he sends it now, right?
Yeah, I guess so. I got home pretty late. It had been a pretty busy day. This might actually be the first time I've gotten home this late since I started living at the Akiha household. Daru said he'll be sleeping over in the lab for a while. I'm worried that the agents will find him, but after he mentioned how hard it would be to fit through that tiny window again, I agreed to leave him there.
Nai-chan, you're home late.
Aunt Chikane greets me. Uncle Yukitaka's still at work, though. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Your uniform is really dirty, too.
It's fine.
Oh, well, let me know if you want it cleaned, all right? Dinner's ready, so go on and change your clothes.
Okay. Normally, we'd have already finished eating dinner by now. Aunt Chikane must have waited for me to come home. Feeling bad, I hurry to change my clothes. My uniform is dirtier than I thought.
Nyah. Nyah, nyah. Nyah, can I come in, nyah?
Nyok, nyok. Oh my god. She would, too.
I'm like, are you doubting my commitment to the character here? Is that what's happening?
Sure. It's Rumiho.
Welcome home, Nya. It's pretty late.
Yeah. Rumiho is different. She always wears a cat ear hairband and sticks nyas and nyans at the end of things. She told me before that she's been in character ever since becoming the Rainet Access Battlers champion. But I feel like that isn't a good reason to say nyan nyan all the time.
Nya.
I wonder if she talks like this when she's working at her company.
Your hair, Nya?
Huh?
There's something in it, Nya.
I hurriedly try to brush whatever it is out. I hope it's not a spider web. That'd be so gross. I want to hurry up and take a bath.
Did you take a detour, Nya? Or did you have a date with a boy?
Huh? No way. I wonder if people thought Daru and I were on a date when we were walking around town. That would be awful.
Then did you have tea with your friends, Nya?
That's not it either. I quickly turn away from Rumiho, pretending like I'm really focused on changing my clothes. I had to clean a classroom that wasn't used in a while after school.
Nyaho.
I lied. I wonder why.
I see. And I was thinking about buying a cake to celebrate your dating detour, Nya.
Celebrate?
That would be fun, wouldn't it? You should play and have fun more often, Nya.
Rumiho.
That's my name, Nya.
I'm always tired after practice.
I guess so, Nya. Anyway, wash your hands, Nya. Mama's waiting, Nya.
Okay.
Nope.
After watching Rumiho leave the room, I let out a small sigh. It's impossible to lie to her.
I forgot about that. That is true. You literally can't lie to her.
She can see through even the smallest lie. But still, it's not like Daru said I shouldn't tell anyone what I did. Besides, Rumiho was a lab mem too. She must have gotten along well with Daru, Okarin, and the others. I guess that means I probably should have told her. So why did I decide to lie?
And more importantly, Rumiho knew enough not to press it.
And oof. I slide my body through the narrow bathroom window.
She came in through the bathroom window.
That's our title. One wrong
There it is.
step would have me falling face first into the toilet, so I have to be careful.
There's your episode title, SK. Congratulations.
If only I could set up some sort of safety foothold. Even something thrown together would help.
Spare a thought for the people who own the building behind them.
Yeah, what's going on there?
Right? Like, who's just letting them do this?
But I guess I should have realized how inconvenient it is to enter and exit through the bathroom. And even worse, what if Daru was on the toilet when I opened the window? I don't know what I'd do. That would be the absolute worst. I don't even want to think about it. Daru's large body is sprawled out on the sofa. I thought he was sleeping, but...
Nai-chan, did you get the stuff?
He senses my presence and quickly sits up. Yeah, is it okay? Yesterday, he handed me money and asked me to buy food. It seems Daru intends to work in here for a while without leaving, which made going shopping my job.
Thanks, you're a lifesaver. I haven't eaten anything since last night. I was so hungry I couldn't even search for porn. Was it enough money?
I used pretty much everything you gave me. I only have 7 yen in change. When I try to hand it to him,
Keep the change.
I don't want it. I don't want him thinking a mere 7 yen is enough to make us even anyway. I put the change on top of the table.
By the way, Nai-chan, do you cook?
I
Wow, Daru.
used to, but not lately.
Big news, Nya. Kuroki actually caught a cold. He's out of action, Nya. I can't believe it. I told him to go home and rest. I never thought this would happen, Nya.
I'm worried about Kuroki. Maybe I should visit? But I also don't want to be annoying. I hope he gets well soon.
Okay, those are all the ones we've sent.
Yep.
Oh, so you're telling me there's a chance that I get to have a middle schooler cook for me?
Not really. As usual, Daru is making a big deal over something unimportant. Then he opens up a convenience store bento and starts eating. Is it even good cold?
Oh, right. I'd like you to buy some other things for me.
More food already? I bought enough snacks and meals to last 2 or 3 days.
Nope, I realized that water is pretty precious in here. The plumbing's shut off after all. Could you stock up on water next time you go shopping?
Sure.
Also, I need things besides provisions. Things necessary to build the phone microwave.
I see. That stuff isn't going to buy itself after all. Got it. Just tell me what I need to buy.
I think you can find most of it at parts shops around Akiba. I'm going to need some do-it-yourself hobby tools. Also...
Wait.
Daru! Why did they make a background for this? Why? Whose priorities are these?
I know, right? Fucking why? I've been fooled. I'm at a shop for books called Dojinshi in the otaku holy land of Nakano. I've never been to a place like this. I'm so embarrassed.
Dojinshi are not by nature all necessarily terrible, but I don't. But Daru, you can go for.
All the customers are men. On the shelf at the back, there are tons of books lined up with pictures of girls in lewd poses. Daru's shopping list can be divided into 3 basic categories. First are parts. These could be found in Akihabara, and thanks to Daru's detailed list, I was able to buy them all without any issue. The second are do-it-yourself hobby tools, things like saws and pliers. And the last one...
A microwave oven?
I need the Gun Barrel Rosetta book from Tora no Ana. It's by Circle Kishimenya, so don't get the wrong one. You have to buy 3 of them.
It's Gun Barrel too!
Yeah.
Is this the reason she gets into playing Gun Barrel? Is this why she starts playing Gun Barrel? Are you kidding me?
That'd be so fucking funny.
Well, I mean, we know this isn't the world line that leads into the robotics notes,
But we
still.
also know that world lines have resonant effects.
That's true.
I choose to believe it's canon.
It's not rated 18 plus, so you should be able to buy it.
Why do you need 3 of them?
I thought he was pretty irresponsible, making me buy Dojinshi at a time like this. But I didn't want him to keep me from sending a D-mail because I didn't do as he asked. But now that I've made it all the way to Nakano... if it was going to be like this, I would have told him no. I shouldn't have believed him that it would be okay just because it's not porn. It's my first time visiting a store like this, so I had no idea what to expect. Even if the book Daru wants isn't pornographic, there are tons of perverted things being sold here. With all of these gross books, how am I supposed to find the one he wants? I don't feel very confident. What should I do? I couldn't go any further inside. I stood right at the entrance, staring at the floor. It seems like one of the employees keeps glancing over at me. I'm a kid no matter how you look at me. I might end up being scolded for visiting a place like this. That would probably make this easier. It would be a good reason for me to not buy Daru's books. Still, if I go back empty-handed, Daru might think that I'm useless. That would be bad too. I don't want people to think I'm useless just because I'm a kid.
Fucking hell, no.
If I can't handle a little shopping. Okay. I'm 100% going to buy those books and bring them back. After psyching myself up, I raise my head and head straight to the counter. I look the male employee straight in the eye, which seems to startle him. Excuse me. I feel my face growing bright red, but I can't worry about that now. The other customers are staring at me in surprise, too, but I can't worry about that either. I'm looking for the Gunbarrel Rosetta book by Circle Kishi Manya. Do you have it? I'd like 3 of them. The employee's smile is stiff. I'm sure my face is stiff, too.
Thanks for making that happen, Daru. That was all your fault, Daru. Why did it have to be like this, man? It didn't have to be this way. Anyway, aside from the excessive instances of Daru, I am enjoying my time here.
Yeah, this seems to be a interesting arc treading new territory.
Yeah.
The ones that I'm into.
Yes. I can't wait to see where this goes.
Me neither.
I guess we'll see you all next time. And look at the advertisement for Chaos Head Noah in the background. Now available on Switch.
Peace.
I'm actually told the Switch version isn't worth playing because it's missing certain elements that are actually story critical. So
Interesting.
yeah, you might want to pick it up on PC instead. But either way, I just wanted to keep talking after you did your sign off because it makes me feel awkward.
I can't say peace again, so I have to think of something else to say.
Bye, everyone.
Smash that like, comment and subscribe.